I said I pray they understand. They want me to bite my tongue, they don't like criticism. Can't sell oppressors the devil, YouTube restricted niggas. But they can post bitches twerking, police killing niggas. You can rap about catching bodies and millions listen. Bitches rap about they box and children listen. You say you black and gay, to them you still a nigga. You chasing Susie and Becky, they Emmett Tillin niggas. You got the ones that compromise, and you got field niggas. It's a real difference, it make me feel different. When I kick on my boots, tie up a meat tree, I know what we teaching at camp, nobody teaching. These devils telling lies without blinking. They ain't got the integrity, try to reach them. They say they conscious and they woke, but they sleepy. I ain't sparing nobody, I'm going in. It's a rap when I hop up on that podium.
This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah, said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand. We still here, still standing. UPK, we never left the building. Commander General Yohana, you know. Wow. Check it out. Rolling to America. Seize everything and bring these crackers to their knees. I need everything and I do mean everything. I know they don't like us. Go ahead and try us. Don't make me call upon the Lord and put this earth on fire. I'm only getting better and I'm only getting higher. And you are getting weaker. That's why you cannot beat us. I know you do not like us. We don't like you neither. You went against the grain. You should be ashamed. You went against a king. Let's just call it treason. Can't wait for killing season. All that shit that you be preaching. Let me see if you believe it. They say they can't be touched. Well, I'm about to put my hands on them. No more missing nice guy. I gave that spirit up. Lord, give me strength so I can tear this city up. Babylon is falling, but it's just not fast enough. Angels with a nigga, so you niggas cannot touch. Ooh, this shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah, said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
They want me to bite my tongue, they don't like criticism. Can't sell oppressors the devil, YouTube restricted niggas. But they can post bitches twerking, police killing niggas. You can rap about catching bodies and millions listen. Bitches rap about they box and children listen. You say you black and gay, to them you still a nigga. You chasing Susie and Becky, they Emmett Tillin niggas. You got the ones that compromise, and you got field niggas. It's a real difference, it make me feel different. When I kick on my boots, tie up a meat tree, I know what we teaching at camp, nobody teaching. These devils telling lies without blinking. They ain't got the integrity, try to reach them. They say they conscious and they woke, but they sleepy. I ain't sparing nobody, I'm going in. It's a rap when I hop up on that podium.
This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up.
Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah, said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
Salaki, I was on mute the whole damn time. Salaki, goddamn. Okay. Shalom. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema and Lathan Bashem, Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. Again, we are the ISUPK. Started off at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the leadership of Commander General Yohana. And what we teach is the blacks and the Hispanics and the Native Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible. This is something. Salaki. We teach that the blacks, the Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible. This is something that your Christian pastors do not teach. Christian churches do not teach who you are according to the Bible. Turn it down. They do not teach who you are according to the Bible. You have to understand, you have an obligation to the Most High, and that's to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. He's not telling you that it's okay to celebrate different holidays or worship other gods. It's not okay to do that. It's not okay to eat whatever you want to eat. Trooper Gabar, whenever you get a chance, give me John 8:22. We have our own custom. We have our own way of living. We have our own language. We have our own land. But because we disobeyed the Most High, we got took out of that place. We forgot our language. We forgot our custom. Because we refused to listen to the Most High. Because we wanted to serve other nations. But we need to come back to the Most High so we can get everything back. That's including rulership. You know what I mean? The Lord wants us to be rulers over this whole earth and over every nation on this planet. But we can't do that until we get up out of these Christian churches, separate from our oppressors, and become our own nation again. We need to practice brotherhood and sisterhood. We need to practice on the things that we need to stop eating and the things we need to eat. Basically, our own way of living, the way that the Lord wants us to live. When you get that, go ahead, read that, Trooper Gabar. So we're going to start this off with the brothers.
All right, I got it. Want me to start now?
Hold on. I'll get that. Go ahead.
All right, John 8:22. Then the Jews, will he kill himself because he said,
Oh, Salaki. John 8:22.
What was it? What was that? You said John 8:22, right? Other one?
Come.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's your phone.
What was that other one?
That's your phone. I get it back. I feed you.
I'm not sure other one.
Yeah, check your phone.
Uh,
My bad.
uh,
32.
oh, you said 32.
Car.
Okay, I was on 22. Okay. They answer him, "We be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. Who sayeth thou ye shall be made free?"
It's 8 and 32. John 8, 32.
I kind of want. That's what I'm reading, sir. And ye shall know the truth. Oh, okay. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Right. What do he mean by that? You should know the truth. This is something that the pastor is teaching you. Your Christian church is what you're not learning anything in. This is the reason why that we have to come up with these Christian churches in order to learn what you need to learn, and that's the truth. Hey, Troop, I think. Hey, put your phone to mute. That's the only way we're going to be able to learn what we need to learn is if we come up out of these churches, which was built off of white supremacy. They fed us Christianity. These are lies that they fed the Christian churches to feed the people. It's like they feeding our people's poison that's keeping us separate away from our Father. Nothing in the Bible that says that the Most High loves everybody. Everything in the Bible is always referred back to the Israelites. The Lord said we're supposed to keep the commandments. When you go up in the Christian churches, which was built off of white supremacy, they'll teach you that the laws are done away with. And this is what keep us close to our Father, our power. Understand what I'm saying? Our protection, our everything. So if you see the connection, you'll understand that we need to get up out of these Christian churches in order to learn what we need to learn, and that's the truth. And the only way you're going to get that truth is in the ISUPK under the leadership of Commander General Yohana. We teach all week long, all year long. This is what we do ever since 1969. We are waking up our people. It is very important that you know the truth. Because if you don't understand, look at the conditions that we're in. We're not going to be able to get out of those conditions until we start following what the Lord needs us to do. That is very important. By the hands of our oppressors, we're going to be unalive more and more until we get our protection back. When Christ returns, it's not going to be none of that. All of this is going to end. Christ is coming for bloodshed. He's not coming to kumbaya, hold hands, and join everybody together. That's not what Christ has come to do. Christ is coming to make a separation. He's coming for blood. For everyone that did what they did to his peoples. His peoples. His people is not the one that supposedly believe in him. His peoples is his bloodline, his family, where he come from. He come from the 12 tribes of Israel, those of his peoples. He is from the tribe of Judah. That's in the 12 tribes of Israel. So when it mentions his peoples, That's what it's talking about. His bloodline, his family, where he come from, what he originated from. His forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. Free from what? Free from all these conditions that we in. Free from being locked up in prison. Free from being unalive by our oppressors. Free from the lies. Free from these churches. Free. Get up out these Christian churches. This is the truth. We're not just saying this just because we don't like Christian churches. We're saying that because they are lies. They are greedy bastards. They're not teaching you anything in these Christian churches. They'll tell you that the laws are done away with, but still collect tithes. How is the law done away with? And that's what's keeping us close to our Father. That's why. It's the truth, and it's going to set you free. They are there only to keep you asleep. Okay, drop that and give me 1 Corinthians 11:3. Feel what I'm saying? So you have to know that the truth is that we must come back to our fathers. The truth is we should come back to our fathers by following the law, statutes, and commandments. Understand what I'm saying? We have to come back to our language. We have to come back to his word. We have to follow the example that Christ followed. Understand what I'm saying? Children, you have to obey your parents. Husbands, you have to love your wives. You have to be willing to give your life for your family the same way Christ did for the church. Christ gave his life for his peoples. Men, you have to be willing to do that for your family. You have to teach your family, your wives. You have to learn for yourself and lead them the correct way. Wives, you say you're a God-fearing woman, well, then you have to be that. So that's the topic for today. A real God-fearing woman and how she should conduct herself as a God-fearing woman. Because a lot of women really don't know what is a God-fearing woman. They thinking that you have to go to church, pay tithes, love everybody, you know what I mean, be nice, and that's God-fearing. There's more to being that type of God-fearing woman. Things that you might not be comfortable with. But this is being God-fearing. And we're going to show you inside of this, inside of this class. But before that, we're going to give a big shout out to everybody that's in the class. Just Art and Paint. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Alathabash and Yahweh Shah. Blaze Rib. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Alathabash and Yahweh Shah. Chance. What is Yahweh Bashi and Yahweh Shah Brakatha? What's going on, young man? GDT. What's going on, Rome? If you can, Rome, jump into class so we get some more readers. Young man Chance, if you can, jump on the line. so we get some more readers whenever you get a chance. Shout out to everybody. Let me see. If you can hear me, put in the chat a 1. If everybody can hear me, put in the chat 1, so I can go ahead and continue this class. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share this channel on your YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. You know what I mean? Share this on all your social media platforms. Okay, I got a 1. Anyone else? All right. Trooper Gabar, if you got that, go ahead and read. But let me tell you, as soon as you finish reading, put it on mute, because I'm getting a feedback, so I can hear myself every time you take it off mute. I don't know if you got your car or something, or on, you know what I mean, 2 different channels, but I keep getting the feedback. So after you finish reading, just put it back on mute. Go ahead.
Connor 1. Okay. Chronicles.
No. 1 Corinthians.
But like, yeah, I'm at Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
All right.
And
say, I will have you to know that the head of every man, that means Israelite, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. I have you to know that the head of every man is Christ. He is our king, our leader. He is the ruler over us. Salaki. He is our king, and we have to follow him. We have to submit ourselves to our king, because he laid down his life for us. He is the example that we have to follow. You want to be a true follower of Christ? Follow the same example as Christ. Christ did things that the Most High was pleased with. Understand what I'm saying? Christ went around and he taught. He taught the law, statutes, and commandments. What people don't realize. He taught the law, statutes, and commandments, and he learned everything from where? The Old Testament. So a lot of Christians like to say that the Old Testament is done away with, that we don't use Old Testament. No, we read out the whole Bible. The Old Testament and the New Testament has a connection with each other. So when Christ taught, he learned everything from the Old Testament, what the priests and the prophets was teaching at that time. So Christ went around teaching. He didn't teach about celebrating birthdays. He didn't teach about celebrating Christmas, especially like Christians love to say that Christmas is his birthday. But where in the Bible where it says he celebrated his birthday on Christmas, or even better yet, on the 25th of December? It never says that. You know what Christ celebrated? He celebrated the Passover. He celebrated the Feast of Unleavened Bread. He celebrated the first fruit. He celebrated the memorial blowing of the trumpet. He celebrated Hanukkah. etc. These are the things that he celebrated. So this is what he taught his peoples to do, that same exact thing. He didn't teach them to learn the ways of the Gentiles. He didn't teach that. He taught the same thing that he learned from the prophets before him. They taught the laws of the Lord. And there's nowhere in the Bible where it says that you're supposed to learn about holidays. They never celebrated holidays. They celebrated and observed the days that the Lord was pleased with. Christ laid down his life for his people. He laid down his life for us. This is a true leader. What makes him an even better leader is because he also followed the man that was above him, and that's the Most High. So in order to be a great leader, you have to also follow someone that's above you. Christ was a great example of what we need to be as men. So Christ is over us. Christ is the head of every man. Christ loved his brothers. He loved the church. Understand what I'm saying? He also disciplined us too. Yes, we got checked by Yahushua, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. We got checked plenty of times by Christ. Does that mean he hates us? No, that's love. Being corrected is love. So he corrected us so we won't be wrong, so we can get it right, Salakia, so that we can get it right. Also, he taught, like I said, he taught us. He died for us. And not only that, he was perfect. And this is what you want to be. That's why he tell you, be ye perfect, like the Father in heaven is perfect. Because Christ was perfect. If you didn't know that, Christ was perfect. That's why he was chosen to be our king, to lead the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Brakatah. What's going on, Triple Quan?
Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Brakatah.
Triple Quan Madar, what's going on? If you can, give me Psalms 19:7. Christ was a perfect man, just man. Christ didn't have no flaws. The Most High raised him up to be the leader, the king over Israel. He is the head of every man. When you get that, go ahead and read. We're going to show you. Because why? He followed what the Most High told him to do. He followed the law, statutes, commandments. He learned. He set up in that church when his parents was looking for him. You know what he was? In that temple. Salahi. He was in that temple learning. As a young kid, as a young lad, he was learning. He was getting raised up, just like these brothers in his class doing right now. They in these classes, reading, learning, being raised up by the priests and the prophets of the Lord. When you got that, go ahead and read.
Come on, concept. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect.
The what?
The law of the Lord is perfect.
The what?
The law of the Lord is perfect.
The law of the Lord is perfect. So you can't tell me that you cannot be perfect. All you have to do is just follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And that's the same thing that Christ did. Christ followed the laws. And this is what you want to do to be able to lead your family, to be a great example to your family. That means your wife and your kids. Same thing to your wives. This is what you want to do. To be God-fearing. Follow and submit yourself to your husband. That brother that is following the same example as Christ. I ain't talking about any brother. Don't get me wrong. Not any brother. But once you lay down with that brother, that's your husband. But you have to follow that man that's teaching about the Most High. That's teaching about the law, statutes, and commandments and following them. Keep reading.
Converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure.
Right. This how you know that you're doing what you're supposed to do. This is what makes you perfect, that you follow the oracles of God. This is what Christ did. This is what made him who he is today. The king, our king, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, and child. He is the king over us. Triple Gabar, keep reading.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Right. The head of the woman is the man. Whether you want that or not, you lay down with that man, guess what? That man is the head of you. That is your leader. That's who you follow. The same way we submit ourselves to Christ is the same way that you submit yourself to your husband. Sex is marriage according to the Bible. So that's why I say, once you lay down with that man, that is your husband for life. The head of every woman is the man. The head of the woman is the man. I know a lot of women they hate that. They can't fathom that a man being over them, because they feel like they don't want to be controlled at all. That's why majority of women, they don't want to be in that type of relationship where a man knows that he is the head of that woman. Because the first thing they say, listen, I don't want to be controlled by no man. There's no man's going to control me. He's not going to tell me what to do. He's not going to tell me what to wear. You ain't my daddy. Listen, that man that you laid with is your husband, and he is the head of you. He is over you. He have to look after you and lay down his life for you. That's your head, whether you love it or not. That brother has to teach you, love you, protect you, and those children. Those are his responsibility. You are his responsibility. He is your king in his household. That's why, if you understand, like, what about us, you know what I mean? That's why we always say, you know what I mean, the property of, possession of. the house of whatever name that brother is. Ooh, Shalaki. That is your head. That is your boss. But it's so crazy, right? Because just like work, everyone has a boss. Your boss even has a boss. And your boss has a boss. So everybody is up under somebody. So you'd rather be up under your oppressor than to be up under your husband. That's going to lead you right and lay down his life for you. You'd rather be up under your boss. Why? Because he's paying you money. Somebody got to pay you money for you to be up under them, for them to lead you and lay down their life for you. Listen, that's your head, whether you like it or not. Your husband is your everything. And him only. But your oppressor, in these times, they put the black woman over the man. They put the black woman and the children over the man. Yeah, women love that fact that, you know what I mean, they're equal to their man. It's women that they'd rather be over that man or equal to that man than to be under that man. They will not get in a relationship until they realize that, listen, if I'm not equal or over this man, I'm not going to be in this relationship. I forgot what show that was, but this sister, she would not date no man unless she is either over or equal to this man. Matter of fact, over this man. You have women in these times telling men what to do, dominating men. And if they can't dominate you, they don't want to be in that relationship. But little do you know, once you lay down with that man, that's your husband for life. So it's a lot of failed marriages because of that. Because of the woman cannot be over you, over a man, or even equal. That's why you'll catch a lot of women that always say 50-50. Oh, we're going to be equal. We're going to be on the same level. If I have to be up under you, I don't want it. But that man is over you, whether you like it or not. I was always told this, right? My brother told me this. Obviously, Yahaza. He said, you know what? He said, if you don't want to waste your time, take your time. If you don't want to waste your time, take your time. Take your time. If this is not what you want, do not lay down with that man. If this is not what you want, do not lay down with that sister. Because once you lay down with that sister or that brother, that's your wife for life. And you have to deal with that. All of her problems are now your problems. You have to deal with that. So take your time when you marry these brothers or these sisters. Keep going, Triple Ball.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. It's the Most High. And this is also a cut to you Christians, right? That says Christ is God. This is saying that the head of Christ is God. So how could Christ be God and have another God over him. Does that make any sense? No, it don't. So Christ is Christ and the Most High is the Most High. Those are two separate beings, celestial and terrestrial. Two separate. Our Father, the Most High, is God and the Most High over all of us. That's who we follow. But everything is a chain of command. Understand that. Trooper Quam, grab me 1 Timothy 2, verse 9. So this is the family structure, right? And this is what you should have in your household. The family structure. This is what you should raise your kids how to be, to understand the family structure, that the Most High is over all, is over Christ. Christ is over us, men, the church, and men is over women, and then the children. Once we start learning that and understanding that, teaching our young men and our young women these things, we will have a stronger household, a stronger family. We will have a stronger family structure when we understand the proper way of a household. There's not women over men. That's not how it goes. There's not children over all. It's the Most High, it's Christ, it's men, it's women, and it's children. It goes from the top to the bottom. Does that mean because women is under us that she is nothing? No, that's not what that means. That means we all have a role. We all have to play our role in this body. Just because you're under that man, sis, that does not mean that you're nothing. You are just as part of this as he is. But he is your head. And through him, you get saved. You got that?
Come on, Constance.
Right. Go ahead and read whenever you got it.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Right. This is how women should be modest, adore themselves in modest apparel. You should love to dress appropriately, especially around younger women that watches you. They look up to you, older women, seasoned women. They watch what you do. So if they see you walking around with booty shorts, they're going to want to do the same thing. Dress and adore yourself in modest apparel. Dress modestly. Do that mean you have to wear them dresses, you know what I mean, inside them pool and inside the gym, inside, you know what I mean, different places? No. But adore yourself in modest apparel. They have where you can wear pants. They have women pants. They have dresses. The only thing that you can't do is wear what a man wears. Also, don't walk around dressed with shorts showing all your behind. Don't walk around, you know what I mean, with a damn short dress that you every time you walk, you have to keep pulling it down. You got to keep pulling it down because it's showing all your behind. Younger sisters is watching this, and they see and they think that this is okay. They think that this is cute for them to walk around with their behinds out, with little shorts, walk around with their cleavage all showing, walk around with tights so tight it's just showing they, you know what I mean, they lady prints. That is not how you want to conduct yourself around younger women. You should dress modestly and show the younger women that they supposed to dress that same way, or they're going to be out there doing the same exact thing. And that's another reason why it's that the cause of, you know what I mean, these kidnappings and these rapes, and you know what I mean, these men touching these little girls and stuff like that, molestation and stuff like that. They see this. So it have to stop with you, sis. Ooh, Slaki. It have to start with you. And you have to stop dressing in that way, provocative, showing these younger women that it's okay to dress like that. You know what I mean? You got your Megan Thee Stallions, your JTs, your City Girls, whatever, Nicki Minaj's, and you know what I mean, all these other sisters, Ice Spice. Every time they get on the stage, they have to wear some booty shorts, some showing all they behind, a little dress, showing all they print and stuff like that. This is not how you want to conduct yourself around young women that looks up to you. This is not how we are supposed to raise a nation of sisters, the daughters of Zion. That's not how we supposed to conduct ourselves. Keep reading.
With shamefacedness and sobriety.
Sobriety. With shamefacedness and sobriety. Right? Trooper Gabar, get me the definition of shamefacedness, and Trooper Quam, get me the definition of sobriety. And you're supposed to be shamefaced. When you see women dressing like that, that's supposed to make you think like, listen, I don't want to dress in that way for my daughter to be watching me and want to do the same exact thing. You should be shamefaced. You should look at that as something that is so disgusting and disrespectful, not only to everyone, your daughters, but to your whole nation and to yourself. You should not want to dress in that way. You should look at that like, nah, I can't wear this. I can't wear this. I can't wear this. That's why the man is the head of the woman, because that man going to go and tell you, nah, go take that off. Put on something that's presentable. That's why you need a man in that household to be able to, you know what I mean, correct you, let you know that is not appropriate, and be able to correct this daughter and tell her the same thing. That is not appropriate. Don't wear that. Go find something else to wear. That's why it's important to have the man in that household, the one that is following after Christ, the one that is teaching the young ones. That's why that's important. So you should want the same thing from your daughter. You should be teaching your son how to do the same thing. Hey son, whenever you if you ever have a wife or daughter, you make sure that you raise them the right way. If you got a wife that's dressing provocative, you tell her to go take that off and wear something appropriate. Tell your daughter the same thing, whether they get mad or not. Tell them to take that off and go and wear something appropriate. And this is that type of control that women don't like. But this is good. This is righteous. That you have a man that would tell you that, because that man loves you. That man have respect for you, himself, and his children, and the Lord, and the nation. This is love. Correction is love. And you want to follow that. Who got shamefaced in this?
I got it out of one.
Go ahead.
Shamefacedness is a noun that means feeling embarrassed about yourself. It can also mean the shame you feel when you're guilty or indecent is made public. For example, he looked somewhat shamefaced when he realized his mistake.
Right. What's your source? Tell them what's the source.
Oh, Google out of one.
Yeah, what dictionary?
No, I mean like the internet, sir.
All right. Right. When you feel embarrassed, when you walk around with a dress that you got to keep pulling down, showing all your behind, that should make you feel embarrassed. Like, listen, I'm showing all my bottom to a whole public of strangers that I don't even know. That's not even my husband. These men seeing more of your wife and more of yourself more than your husband do. Sis, go in the house, change your clothes, put on something appropriate. There is nothing wrong with beautiful dresses. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with dressing modestly. Your daughters, go in the house, go put on something appropriate. There is nothing wrong with dresses. Nothing at all. There's nothing wrong with wearing things that's appropriate. You should feel ashamed when you're walking around showing all your behind, especially when you at the beach and you want to wear your bathing suit, which is still underwears. In my opinion, it's still underwears. So you walking around with a bathing suit that's still underwears, but you won't walk around in your underwears. It don't make sense. So all in all, put on something else. Cover yourself up, sis. Don't walk around like that. Feel ashamed when you showing all your private areas, because that belongs to your husband. If you did that more for your husband, you'll probably keep a husband. Stop showing all your private areas to the public. You belong to someone. Don't show what belongs to your husband to another man. even if you didn't belong to anyone. Have respect for yourself, sis. Put on something appropriate. Give me sobriety. Triple
Kind of
Quan,
what I'm trying to say.
go ahead.
This Oxford Dictionary, sobriety, the state of being sober.
That's it.
Kind of what I'm
Right. You're not drunk. You're not drunk off of wanting to show yourself off. You know what I mean? You're not drunk off the lust. You're being sober, clear-minded. You're able to think properly. Like, damn, is this appropriate? I don't think I should wear this. I don't think I should dress like this. You're thinking with a clear head. You're understanding like, damn, that's why my husband told me to put something on. I got all these strangers, these men out here flirting with me, trying to touch me and feel all on me and stuff like that. Every time you go in the club, I don't know if y'all, I know y'all young troopers y'all not going to the club like that, but anybody that knows that goes to clubs, you know what I'm talking about. Women that go in there wearing something that's provocative. Every time they walk through the crowd, they have a man groping them, feeling all on them. Every time. In the world, I was guilty of that. Because she's wearing something so provocative, it's just out there. She have no self-respect for herself. And that's how we was when we was young. We had no respect for our sisters. We had no respect for ourselves. You come in the truth and you learn how to be a daughter of Zion all over again. How you supposed to dress, how you supposed to carry yourself, how you supposed to conduct yourself. A lot of women don't want to hear this, but this is the truth. And the truth will make you free. John 8:32. That's Officer Lacan's favorite scripture. That's what's going to make you free. Triple Gabar, I went, my bad, Salaki. Go ahead, Triple Quan. Keep reading.
Kind of what I'm trying to say. Not with broided hair
Right, keep going.
or gold or pearls or costly array.
Right. Don't let all of this jewelry, little clothes, nice hair weave, extensions, lace fronts, you know what I mean, tattoos, earrings everywhere. Don't let this be your beauty. Your beauty is your works. Your beauty is how you conduct yourself. Your beauty is you submitting to your husband. Your beauty is how you carry yourself and how you love not only yourself, but love the Lord. This is how you love your Lord, which is who? Your other one is your husband. And his other one is Christ. And his other one is the Most High. This is your beauty. You ever heard that saying? Listen, it don't matter how you look on the inside. It's about how you look. It don't matter how you look on the outside. It matters how you look on the inside. Your beauty is how you carry yourself. Your mindset. You're being sober-minded. Sobriety. You're not drunken off of this lust of wanting to dress provocatively. This is how you conduct yourself. And young women are watching you. They watch all these female leaders, supposedly, these supposedly female leaders, and they want to be just like them. But just think, if all these women that supposed to be, leaders to these women start covering themselves up, we can really make a change inside of this world. We'll mess the whole game up. And your oppressor would not be making no money off of you being provocative. He cannot make no money off of you. But you know what we can make? We can make our nation great again. We can make Israel great again. The daughters of Zion, let me tell you something. There's nothing like the daughters of Zion when they are the daughters of Zion. Beautiful. There's nothing now. Don't get me wrong now. There's nothing wrong with jewelry. Piercings and nice hair dresses. There's nothing wrong with that. That's beautiful. That's how you're supposed to dress. That's how you're supposed to conduct yourself. That's how you're supposed to carry yourself as a woman. But don't let that be your beauty. Your beauty is your works. Keep reading.
But which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
Right. Like I said, with good works. This is a real God-fearing woman. Your works is being looked at. Your works are being counted. The Lord see how you conduct yourself as a woman, a daughter of Zion. Your works. How you love and you respect your husband. When you obey your husband. If he tell you to go and take something off and you do it with no argument, those are part of your works. Because you're submitting, you're following what your husband told you to do. Keep reading.
Kind of what I can't say. Let the woman learn in silence with all.
Hold on. Say that again.
Let the woman learn in silence.
Say that again.
Let the woman learn in silence.
Read.
With all subjection.
Listen. This right here is very, very uncomfortable for a majority of women. This is not saying anything else but what it is saying. It says, let the woman learn in silence. Close your mouth. We're trying to teach you something. If I'm telling you to do this, do this, do this, do this, you know what I mean? I'm telling you from experience of what I'm learning. I am following the example what Christ had set for us. So if I'm telling you to do certain things, close your mouth and just follow. That's it. Understand this. We know you're not soldiers. No, you're not soldiers. But this is how you do your wives and your daughters. Close your mouth and just follow. I'm not telling you anything wrong. Feel what I'm saying? But see, here's the problem. You have a lot of women that don't like to be told to be quiet. They find out very disrespectful and rude. You tell them to close their mouth, they still find that disrespectful and rude. You know their favorite thing. You're not my daddy. Did you even listen to your father when he told you to be quiet? That's the question. Did you? Okay, guess what? When you get married, your father give you to your husband. Now it's his. Now you are his possession. So guess what? In a sense, that is your authority now. You're your husband's possession. You belong to your husband. So if he tell you shut your mouth because you just trying to argue back with him, just close your mouth. But if you argue back with your husband, disagreeing with your husband, well, it's like you're not even just disagreeing. If you argue back with your husband, not liking what he's telling you to do, what is that? It's a demon. That's a demon when you arguing back with your husband after he just told you to close your mouth. You know what I mean? Like your husband could be telling you something, and by you not listening, it can jeopardize you, him, and the family. You need to start understanding that. If you just listen, you might just miss something. You could be in danger, but because you're running your mouth so much, you're not hearing him telling you to listen to what he's telling you to do. You need to close your mouth. Just like the sister. What's the sister's name? She said she cook, clean, F, and shut up. That's what those submissive women does. What she said, submissive women on the rise. She cook, clean, F, and shut up. Good night. They're right. Submissive women. She knows when to close her mouth. Her good works is her cooking and she's cleaning and she's listening to her husband. Not because he wants control over her. Because that is his possession. That is what belongs to him. He is over you. He is your protection. Who want to protect a loudmouth woman that don't want to listen? Come on now. Close your mouth. A woman should learn in silence. Meaning what? Hey, if I'm trying to teach you something, don't try to talk with me. Don't try to go back and forth with me. Just close your mouth and listen. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. As a matter of fact, hey, Trooper Gabar, get me, I think it's Ecclesiasticus 26 and 25, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me double check. Let me double check. Let me double check. What I said, Ecclesiasticus 26 and 25. Let me see, is that it? James 1 and 19. See what that says. Right. You should be shamefaced. Understand what I'm saying? You should be embarrassed to even dress like that, or even just talking to your husband like that, not even being quiet. Matter of fact, Trooper Kwong, give me Ecclesiasticus 26 and 25. Give me 26 and 25. But hold that. I want you, Trooper Gabar, I want you to get me James 1 and 19 first. Let's see what that says. You can go ahead and read whenever you get it. Go ahead and read whenever you got it. Right. But women should be shamefaced in this. You should be ashamed of how you dress, how you carry yourself, because you have sisters watching you. When they see you arguing back with your husband, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to be quiet, guess what they're going to go and do? They're going to do the same thing when they get a husband. They're going to think that's okay. Shit, mama arguing back with daddy. So that's what I'm going to do with my boyfriend, my husband. He going to respect me. I'm gonna yell back at him. I'm gonna disagree with him. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. Because guess what? This is what I seen my mama doing. And this is okay. So you have to be careful of the way that you carry yourself, because like I keep saying, and I'm gonna keep pressing this, younger women are watching you. Just like the younger men are watching the men. The younger men are watching the women also, and the daughters are watching the men. They see what we do. Just like babies. You already know, as babies, they want to be just like the older people. They mimic everything that we do. They're like little sponges. They soak up everything from a young age. When they get older, they start doing the exact same thing. Trooper Gabar, you got that?
Con, sir. James chapter 1 and verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath.
Right. It says, every man be swift to hear, be quick to hear. Sister, be quick to listen. This goes for you too. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. Because your husband is telling you something that you need to know. Don't be so quick to react because he's telling you something that is actually correct. But because of your pride, you won't allow him to lead you or correct you, which is love. Your husband loves you. When he corrects you, he loves you. So be quick to listen and slow to speak. Close your mouth and open your ears, because it might be something you miss that you might not understand. You realize, damn, that's what he really meant. Oh, freak. And this whole time I'm thinking he just going against me. He hate me and did that. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time he's telling you something that's correct. He's telling you exactly what you need to know. Trooper Quan, give me Ecclesiasticus. Read whenever you got it. Sis, understand this. Ye should know the truth, and the truth will make you free. If you did this, you will always have a husband. you will keep a husband. You will keep that husband happy. Don't nobody want to come in a house and have to argue with their wife every time they come home from the damn slavery after already arguing with strangers in the world, and I got to come home and do the same exact thing. Listen, just close your mouth and just listen. If I'm telling you go change your clothes, close your mouth and just listen. If I'm telling you something, just close your mouth and just listen. If you want to say something, that doesn't, but don't get me wrong now, that does not mean that you can't say anything, but just close your mouth and listen. If you want to say something, have respect. Let that man talk. Once he finished saying what he's saying, let him know, I want to say something too, in a respectful way. He allowed you to have the floor and he yield. Now you speak and you say what you feel. And this is a proper way of communicating. Hearing your husband and your husband hearing you. Now y'all are communicating in a proper way because now he's understanding how you feel and you understand his order, his authority, what he has to do. You got that, Triple Quam?
It's like, yes, sir. What verse do you need?
Is Ecclesiasticus 26, verse 25.
Kind of one, sir. I got it.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 5.
This is what you call a shamefaced, a shameless woman. This is what we call shameless women that don't feel no shame about what they do. They don't care about anything. They whole mindset, I'm going to do what I want to do because what? I am grown. Their favorite word to say. I am grown. You can't tell me nothing. You're not my daddy. I'm grown. But guess what? Your husband is the head of you, and you have to obey your husband. Go ahead, read.
There be three things that mine heart feareth, and for the fourth I was sore afraid.
Hold on, that's 26 and 25.
Kind of one, sir.
No, that's not 26 and 25.
Chapter 20.
Ecclesiasticus.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 5.
And verse 25.
Oh, kind of one, sir.
No sweat. Go ahead, let's get it.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
A what?
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Repeat that again.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Do I have to say it? Do I have to say it? A woman that does not care about the respect of herself, her husband, her children, she is shameless. She should be counted as a dog. Can somebody tell me what is a dog? Go ahead. Don't be ashamed. Go ahead. Who gonna say it first? Salakia.
So like y'all the one.
Go ahead.
A bitch, sir.
She's a what?
A bitch.
Damn right. What she call herself? She said she a bad bitch. Feel what I'm saying? Those type of females that shameless, that don't care about what they wear. Know what I mean? They tights all jacked up in they stuff. They showing all the behind, cleavage all out, boobs hanging all everywhere. She's a bad bitch. That's what she call herself. She should be counted as a dog because she is shameless. She have no shame. No shame for herself. She should put on some clothes because you have a daughter that's watching you. You shame-faced bitch. Put on some damn clothes. That is not how the daughters of Zion conduct themselves. You are the daughters of Zion. You are princesses. Act like it. Go ahead to 2 and 11. Trooper Quan. 1 Timothy 2 and 11. Yeah, I just had to put that out there because it's a shame that we have to see this every day on YouTube. We have to see this every day on TikTok. We have to see this every day on damn Facebook, on Twitter. What's the other one? I can't think of the other one. But every time you turn around, you have some woman, some sister that's half naked on social media just to grab the attention of men. You should be shame facing this. You should be ashamed of men watching your body like that. You should not want everybody to see your body. Well, how they say men don't even have like no way of trying to guess. You know what I mean? You showing all your secrets. Leave room for the imagination. That's how I go. Leave room for the imagination. Feel what I'm saying? There is no room for imagination because you're showing everything now. Why? Because you want this dude, you want this dude, you want that dude, you chasing the bag, you want him to give you all your money, you want to be the bad bitch, you want to be the top bitch and all this. Come on, man. You got to tighten up, sis. You have to tighten up. Black woman, Hispanic woman, Native Indian woman, you have to tighten up. This is not how you supposed to carry yourself as daughters of Zion. Well, you got that? Go ahead and read.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Right. It says, I suffer not a woman to teach. What does that mean? That she can't teach a class? That she can't train somebody at work? Does that mean she can't teach at all? No. She cannot teach the Bible. That's the job of a priest and a prophet. That's the job of men. Women do not supposed to teach the Bible. I don't know where y'all get this understanding from that women can teach the Bible. That's not what it says. And that's a whole nother breakdown for a whole nother day. Women do not supposed to teach the Bible. What they call them, evangelists or something like that. Women that teach the Bible. I see a lot of that. Women up on a podium teaching the people. Please tell me, like, it says it right here in 1 Timothy 2:12. It says, but I suffer not a woman to teach. Keep reading.
Nor to usurp authority over the man.
You should not teach or have authority over no man. You are not the head of men. That man is the head of you. You don't have no business up there teaching the Bible on a podium right after your husband get down. Now you want to get up there and start teaching. You want to lead the people because you thought inside the Bible they said a woman could teach the Bible. That's not what that meant. That's not, you have the wrong understanding. And that's the reason why you have to separate yourself from these Christian churches. You have to run up out there that goddamn thing. They said, I usurp. The scripture says, I usurp Salaki. I suffer not a woman to teach or usurp authority over a man. Keep reading.
But to be in silence.
But to be in silence. So when that brother is in class and he's teaching, close your mouth and learn. Close your mouth and learn. Listen. Understand. He that have an ear, let him hear. Understand what is going on. Trooper Gabar, get me the definition of usurp. Baba Kushar. A woman should not be in the church teaching anybody, no man, or have authority over no man. Like who? Your vice president, Camilla Harris. Camilla Joker Harrison. She want authority over all men. Everybody. And you think she give a damn about, you know what I mean, her telling men what to do and her being in her place? She don't give a damn. She'll never step down from that position because she loves that. She loves the fact that she could tell men what to do. But the thing about her, she is not our people's. Camilla Harris is not a black woman. So let's clarify that. She is not a black woman. She is an East Indian woman, sir. So she doesn't even matter. Understand that. Her opinion about us does not matter. She is your oppressor. You know how many black men she incarcerated? Listen, that's your oppressor. And she gonna continue to oppress you. But no woman should not want to be the head of a man. If you're a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you should not have authority over your man. But you want to be the boss. Even if you do make all the money, you paying all the bills, you making all the moves, that still don't make you over your husband. Your husband is still the head of you. Just like Christ is over the church. And what I mean by the church, that's the body of men. Not an actual church. Like St. John Baptist Church or the Catholic Church or anything like that. Metropolitan, and all that other crap. We're not talking about that church. We're talking about a body of men, the Israelites. He is the head over us. You should not want to be the head over no man. When you're the head of a man, look what happens. Look at our society right now. Look at it. You're raising up monsters because you don't have a man in the household. Our young men is growing up to be robbers and kidnappers and drug dealers and you know what I mean, wicked men. Don't get me wrong now. That's not saying a woman cannot raise a child. You can raise a child, but you also have to be that example. You have to be up under that man. But when I say raise a child, you raising him on your own. You have authority over that man, over that young man, and you teaching them and raising him up on emotions, not on logic and wisdom. You raising him up on emotions. Because we have brothers and sisters inside of this school, you know what I mean? Sisters that's obedient to their husband. They love their husband. They listen to their husband. You have husbands that love their wives, raising and protecting and teaching their kids and his wives, and the sister raising the kids. Feel what I'm saying? That's a family. That's the family structure. You got usurped?
Conado one. I got it.
Go ahead.
Okay. Take a position of power or importance, legally or by force. Take the place of someone in position of power, illegally or with support.
Right. That's all I mean.
Okay.
Right. That's what usurp is. Taking authority. You should not take authority over no man by force, legally, no type of way. You should not want to be the head of no man at all. You should not usurp authority over none. Go ahead, keep reading, Trooper Quam.
Yeah.
Salakia, what was the other one?
No, I was telling Trooper Quam to keep reading. Matter of fact, Trooper Quam, Trooper Gabar, give me Proverbs 9 and 13. But, like I was saying, women want to be the head of men, right? They don't want to listen. Those are the ones you can't tell them nothing. But sis, close your mouth and listen. Take the correction. It's love. It's love. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. But you just want to be loud just because you can't nobody tell you nothing. You just loud for no reason. And you don't want to listen at nothing that's been told to you. Whenever you got that, go ahead and read it, Trooper Gabar.
I'm on it right now, but you said it was 16 and what other one?
No, Proverbs 9 and 13.
Uh, okay, Proverbs 9 and 13. A foolish woman is col col column column I'm not sure this
Clamorous.
word clamors
No, clamorous.
clamors clamors.
Come on,
She
go
is
ahead.
she is simple and know nothing.
Right. She is simple and know nothing. Clamorous woman. Triple Quam. Hold that scripture that you got, that First Timothy, and get me clamorous. We're gonna find out the definition of clamorous. And these the type of women that do not want to listen to anything.
It's like you say. You said find the definition of clamors.
Clamorous.
How do I spell that?
It's CLAMOR
See,
CLAMOROUS. Yeah, we're gonna break these scriptures all the way down, because we're gonna show you the real God-fearing woman. Like I said, a lot of women love to claim that they God-fearing. You know what I mean? They have it on their status, they post, their introduction, but they really do not know what God-fearing is. When they hear these scriptures being brought out like this here, their whole mind change. Or even have some that just say, yeah, I'm still God-fearing, even though I'm not going to listen to that, but I'm God-fearing. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. It's either you're going to be God-fearing or you're not. You can't not be God-fearing and still say you're God-fearing. That doesn't make any sense. That's just like saying that you're black, but you're really white. But you still going to continue to be black, but you're white. If you understand what I'm saying. It's either you God-fearing or you're not. And if you're not understanding this, what we're breaking down, and you're not obeying by this and understanding this and being this, you're not God-fearing, sis. You're not a God-fearing woman. I know this is a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's good for you. You should know the truth, and the truth will make you free. Go ahead and get that whenever you got it.
Clamorous. Oxford Dictionary. Making a loud noise and confused making a loud and confused noise.
Right. And this what foolish women does. She's yelling and trying to talk and yell over her husband while he's trying to explain something to her, while he's trying to teach her something, while he's trying to correct her. She's yelling over him. She is clamorous. She is a foolish woman. And it says what? A foolish woman is clamorous, and what else? She is simple and know nothing. Why? Because she's talking so much, she's not understanding what her husband is telling her. She think that she is winning the battle by yelling more than her husband or talking over her husband. Says you're just uneducated. If you have to yell to win a battle, you are very uneducated. Listen and understand. Be wise. We're trying to teach you. We're trying to correct you. We're not trying to hurt you. We're not trying to hate you. We're not trying to put you away. We are trying to correct you so we can have the household that we need, the right and proper family function, so we can function correctly. We are trying to have the proper family structure, the right way, not the way that the world teaching us of how to have a family structure. The kids is over everybody. Nah, Salaki, your oppressor is over everybody. Then it's your wife. Then it's your kids. Now it's you. That's how America teaches the family structure. Everybody over you, over the man. That's not how it goes. It's the Most High, Christ, man, women, and child. How did the men get to the bottom? That's not the proper family structure. But the Lord is teaching you inside of this Bible how to have the proper family structure. A foolish woman is clamorous, which is loud. She is simple, very simple-minded, and know nothing. She'll know a goddamn thing by doing all this damn yelling. You're doing all this yelling for no damn reason. Shut the hell up. What are you talking about? Close your damn mouth. Go ahead and keep reading 1 Timothy 2 and 2 and 12. Hold on, Salaki, hold on. Let me get there with you. Yeah, I went all the way to 2 Timothy. Good night. Okay. All right, we're gonna drop that. I don't want to go no more because we still have another one. Matter of fact, go ahead, keep going on that. Keep going.
Got one sir.
Verse 13.
Verse 13. For Adam was formed, then Eve.
Read it again.
For Adam was formed, then
First form.
Eve. Just like you said.
First formed. For Adam was first formed.
For Adam was first formed.
Read.
Then Eve.
Right. Adam was formed first. Feel what I'm saying? The Lord formed Adam first. The Lord gave Adam the laws first. Then he taught his wife. He was given the laws. Then Adam taught his wife. He didn't give Eve the laws. He didn't give Adam the laws and then Eve. He didn't give Eve the laws first. It didn't say he gave her the laws first and then him. He is the head over her. That is her husband. That is his wife. So he is over that woman. Keep reading.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Right. Adam was not deceived. Eve was. And that's what brought on sin in the world. through Eve. So why would she be the head of the nation? She was the seed, but he followed her. He didn't, even though that serpent deceived her, that serpent didn't go to Adam. That serpent should have already known, like, this, I ain't gonna be able to get to him. I'm gonna go to the weakest vessel. I'm gonna go to her. I'm gonna deceive her. I'm gonna get her. In her mind, she probably thinking that she don't want to be up under Adam anyways. She don't want to be under. She want to be equal. She want to be as a god too. So I'm gonna trick her. I mean, anything could have happened at that point. But that's a whole nother breakdown for a whole nother day. So I don't want to give out too much on that until I get like a better breakdown on that for myself, so I can be able to break that down to y'all. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Keep going.
Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing.
Right. She should be saved in childbearing, because through her, she could bring about a nation. You know what I mean? Us together as one, we can bring a whole nation. And not just her. If a man have multiple wives, he could bring on more children. So through childbearing, they will be saved. Yeah, they are for us. We could bring, listen, you know how many children that we can have if every man had more than 3? I'm just saying. You know how many children we can have right now? For all the ones that we lost, we can have plenty, like 3 times more. Yes, men can have multiple wives. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Whole other topic. But through childbearing, she'll be saved. Because we can be reincarnated through generations to come. So in order to be reincarnated, she have to be able to have children. And we have to be able to lay that seed. So those two work hand in hand. Understand what I'm saying? Drop that. Let me get, what the hell? Let me get Trooper Gabar. Give me Ephesians 5:22. We're gonna take it there. Hey, shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Alathar Bashin Yahweh Shah. Kanawaya. Kawanaya. Hey, what's going on, sis? Trooper Marshall, what's going on? Hey, shalom Bashin Yahweh Shah Brakatah. Hey, what's going on, Ottawa? Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shah Brakatah. Off in the shop, in the building. What's going on? Hey, when you get that, go ahead and start reading. Let me go ahead and get that with you. Five and 22. Ephesians 5:22. You got it?
Another one I got it. Ephesians 5:22.
Mm-hmm.
Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband as unto the Lord.
Right. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. The same way you will submit yourself to the Most High, submit yourself to your own husband. Submit yourself unto him. That is your Lord. That is your Adawan. Just like Sarah had called who it was Abraham. Sarah called him Adawan or Lord. That's your Lord. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. But Sarah called Abraham Lord. So wives, submit yourself unto your own husband. Not to your boss at work. That's not your husband. That's not who you're supposed to submit yourself to. And there's a lot of women that's doing that right now. They submit themselves to their boss before they even submit themselves to their own husband. Your husband is the one that will lay down his life for you, teach you, love you, and everything that you need. But you won't submit yourself to him, but you'll submit yourself to your boss that will take your job away from you, that will not lay down his life for you, forget you and your kids, that only deal with his own. Why? Because he's not married to you. So why would you submit yourself to your boss and not to your husband? Submit yourselves unto your own husband. The same way that you'll do the Lord, submit yourself. The same way that you'll do Jesus, who you literally call Jesus, submit yourselves unto your own husband. That's the one that's ahead of you. Through him, you'll be saved. Get me the definition. Somebody get me the definition of submit and the definition of submissive. Trooper Quan, get me the definition of submit. Trooper Gabar, get me the definition of submissive. And I'm going to get the definition of submission. Because a lot of people don't understand the definition of these words. So that's why in the ISUPK, we go break down everything, even definition. We read the source, show you where we got it from, and give you the understanding of what we're reading. Because a lot of things that we read inside the Bible and different articles, we don't know the real definition of it. We just think that we know it. So that's why we go and we research the definition and get the real definition to the word, to the context of what we are breaking down. Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
That's a lucky other one.
Go ahead.
He says, you want me to get submission?
Submissive. Have you got submissive? I mean, submission. You got submission? Oh, you didn't get it yet. Triple Quam, go ahead. Get me submit.
Kanawakan, sir. This is submit. Oxford edition. Accept or yield to a superior force or to the authority or will of another person.
Right. It's to accept or yield to a superior force or to the authority or will of another person. You're submitting to the man that's above you. That's your authority. That's your head. He is over you. You are his responsibility. You supposed to follow your husband and do what he tell you to do. Not in a way that he's controlling you in the way that every woman mind goes to, but in a righteous way. He's leading you in the right way. So you're submitting yourself unto your husband. He has authority over you. Now understand, men, brothers, you cannot beat your woman into submission. That have to be earned. You have to earn that from that sister. Once she submit to you, then it's yours. But you cannot beat that sister into submission. You can't force her into submission. You can't force her to yield to you. You have to be the righteous brother that you're supposed to be by following the same example as Christ. When she see that you are a good leader and you're able to lead her the right way, and she see that you set the examples, she will submit to you. She will yield to you. She will be your wife. She will know that you can be a leader to her and the children. You can't beat them into submission. But sis, understand, submissive is when you yield to authority. You understand that? Authority is someone that is over you. We're not talking about your boss. We're not talking about your Christian pastor. They are not married to you. We're not talking about your oppressor. The one that is over you is your husband. He is the head of you, of the woman. True Book of Bar, go ahead and read submissive.
All right, I don't want submissive means to yield or obey to someone else or to submit to their will by putting one's own desire aside. It can also mean showing I can't really say that word right.
What's that? Submission or submissive?
No. It kind of means like to be meek a little bit. I don't want. I can't. And a lack of self-confidence.
No, go back to the beginning.
Yeah. So that's why I got so far. I don't want.
All right, read it from the beginning again.
Submissive means to yield or obey to someone else or to submit to their will by putting one's own desire aside.
Right. So understand the context of what we're bringing out. It means to yield to someone. It's to yield to your authority, someone that is over you. You know what I mean? When you submit to your own husband, you're yielding to him. That is your authority. That's your leader. That's your head. You get the point. I pray you understand. No one else but him. Anyone wants to talk to you, they have to talk to your husband first. Matter of fact, they can only talk to your husband. As a matter of fact, if any man want to talk to you, he have to talk to your husband. He cannot go through you. He can't talk to you. If he have a problem, he have to go to your husband, not to you. You tell him real quick, hey, listen, I'm not for to argue with you. I'm not for to fuss and fight with you about nothing. If you have a problem, go to my husband. My rib will tell them real quick, I'm not for to argue with you. Go talk to my husband. And that's how every sister should be. You should not be clamorous and be yelling with another man that is not your husband. You should be yelling with your husband anyways, but the point is you should not be doing that with no man. If any man have a problem with you or want to say something to you or have any type of dealings with you, send him or point him to your husband. He is your head. He deal with all matters on your behalf. That's your authority. You don't do nothing. Hey, go to my husband. Go talk to my husband. I'm not talking to you. Go talk to my husband. And just let it be that. All right. Triple Quam. Let me see. Keep reading. Triple Gabal, give me Titus 2 and verse 3. Triple Quam, go ahead, read whenever you got it.
Con, sir. If they continue in faith, in charity, and holiness, with sobriety.
No. Ephesians 5 and 23. That's what we are.
Con, sir. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 23.
Go back to 22.
Verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord.
Submit yourselves unto your own husband. The same way you do the Lord, submit yourselves to your husband. Keep reading.
For the husband is the head of the wife.
Again, in this verbatim, it's saying it again. The husband is the head of the wife. Keep reading.
Even as Christ is the head of the church.
Christ is the head of men. The people, the Israelites. Keep reading.
And he is the savior of the body.
And he is the savior of the body. He's the one that saves the body. And we submit ourselves unto Christ. Follow the example that Christ set for us. He is the example. He is the savior of the body. Because without him, our body would not exist. Our body would die. We need a strong leader like Christ to raise up brothers. Raise up brothers like Commander General Yohana to continue to raise up the nation of Israel and the ISUPK. They are the saviors of the body. Keep reading.
Therefore, as the church is subjected unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
In everything. And everything that you do, your husband has authority over everything. You know what I'm saying? That man is my everything. Yes, your husband is your everything. Everything that you do, everything, not one thing missing. But understand, this what makes the relationship strong, the marriage strong, the family structure strong, and those kids being raised up the proper way. This what makes the body strong, when we all submit ourselves to someone that's over us inside this body. You come into ISUPK, and this is where you learn it at. Don't shy away from this truth. It's for you. We're not just doing this just to make ourselves look good. We are here to raise up our people so we can get our nation back, so we can be kings and priests with Christ, so we can be rulers in this world. We have goals, and that is our goals. We don't have the goals to want to, you know what I mean, to run the block. We don't want to be rulers over the block. We don't want to be rulers over the state. We don't want to be rulers over the country. We want to be rulers over this whole entire earth. That means we're going to be set above all nations on this earth, all 17 nations. We're going to be above all of them. We're going to be rulers. That is our goal. Just like the scripture says, when the righteous in rulership, the people rejoice because it's ran righteously. The kingdom is going to be on earth. The kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. But when the wicked rule, the people mourn. So the heaven that's on earth right now is your oppressor. And our people is mourning right now. Not only is they're unaliving their own people, they unaliving majority of us, all of us, and oppressing us. They go in different countries and bomb other countries, murdering millions of people, murdering millions of our people, murdering their own people. They are freaking animals. They don't care about nobody, not even their own damn self. Our goal is to bring heaven on earth. Okay, Triple Gabar, grab me Titus 2 and verse 3. And we're going to end it with that.
I don't want Titus 2 verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine.
All right, start back from number 3. Start back from the beginning. We're going to break it down one by one. Go ahead.
Okay, chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise,
Meaning
that
what? Stop right there. Meaning what? The aged woman likewise. Meaning you too. Aged women. What is the aged woman? She's the seasoned woman. That don't mean aged women don't really necessarily mean an old lady. Feel what I'm saying? The aged woman is someone that is older, that's seasoned, that have children. Right? Keep reading.
Okay, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
Right. That they behavior and be slack it. That they be in behavior as cometh holiness. You know what I mean? The way that you carry yourself, like I kept bringing out, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you move, your behavior has to become holy. What holy means? It means to be separate, separate away from the way that we are in this world. Understand what I'm saying? You cannot be like these women, these so-called leaders, these celebrities that's dressing provocatively and smoking and drinking and know what I mean, having sex with all these different men for money, chasing the money and all. Like, listen, likewise, the age woman. So it's about to break it down on how you should conduct yourself with younger women and tell you the proper way of how you raise your daughter, right? This is how you want to carry yourself because your younger daughter is watching you. Your behavior is being watched. Keep reading.
Not false accusers.
Not false accusers. Not false accusers. Accusing your sisters, accusing your husband, the men. You know what I mean? Don't be a false accuser. Just lying for no reason. Keep reading.
Not giving too much wine.
Not giving too much wine. You know what I mean? That can mean it can mean two different things. You know what I mean? Like, don't be a drunkener. Don't be out there drunk off lust, money, pride. Be sober minded. You have to think straight because you have younger ones that look up to you and need to be raised in the proper way. In order to do that, you have to be sober minded. You can't always be thinking about trying to get the most money or trying to be the most successful or trying to dress in the most provocative way. Like, you have to be sober minded. You have to be selfless because it's not just you. You have others that you have to think about, not yourself. Keep reading.
Teachers of good things.
Teachers of good things. Now, what does that mean? Teachers of good things. You can't be going to teach your daughters, you know what I mean, how to scam a man out of his money. You can't go and teach your daughters on, you know what I mean, how to finesse. If you dress this way, you can get more attention. You can get high value men and dressing in a certain way. High value men will pay all kind of money to see you like this here. This is how you get a man. You have to be teachers of good things. Like teaching your daughter, listen, you have to be submissive to your husband. Your husband is the only one that you need to be with and that you are going to be with for the rest of your life. So once you marry that man, that's your husband for life. He is the head of you. Dress in a proper way. Dress in a modest apparel. You know what I mean? Let your works be your beauty. This is what you're supposed to be teaching your daughter. Not to be in the club, shaking up behind, getting drunk, smoking weed, celebrating holidays and birthdays and crap like that. Like, this is not the way that you raise up a young girl, a young woman. You raise her up the proper way. You know what I mean? That's why one thing about me, I stayed in my daughter's life and my son, and I raised them up the proper way. In the beginning, I didn't have a real good life, but when I joined this truth, I raised them in the right way. Because one thing about it, if anything happened to me, I trust in this school, in this truth, that my kids is going to be raised properly. Because in this truth, I have so much trust and confidence that I have no worries that my kids would be, you know what I mean, taught in the wrong way. We have sisters in this school that would teach my daughters how to live in a proper way, how to live, how to conduct herself, how to carry herself. We have righteous sisters in this school. We have righteous brothers that'll look over my son if anything happened to me. Teach my son how to be a soldier under the leadership of Commander General Hunter. We have strong brotherhood and sisterhood in this school. Understand that and know that. Keep reading.
That they may teach the young women to be sober.
Right. To teach the young women to be sober-minded. Know what I mean? How to be clear-minded and level-headed. Know what I mean? Think about your family. Raise your family in the proper way. Because when you grow up and you have kids, they're going to be watching you. So this is how you have to raise your daughters and let them know that your kids is going to watch you. You have to set the example. So as they see you submitting to your husband and obeying your husband, and when it's time to speak, you know what I mean, you speak, and when it's time to shut your mouth, you shut your mouth. When they see that, they start getting accustomed to that. But the thing about it, it's righteous. It's what you're supposed to do. And they start raising their daughters up like that. And they start raising their sons up like that. Now we're getting our the way of living back, our culture. We getting it back. But if we continue to live the way that the world want us to live in our oppressor, trying to be like our oppressor, we're going to continue to fail as a nation, as men, as women, and as children. We're going to continue to fail if we continue to follow behind our oppressor and the things of this world. Follow behind the example that Christ set for us. Because Christ taught this same thing. Submit to your husband. Men, love your wives. Teach your wives. You know what I mean? Be willing to give your life for your wives. This is what Christ taught. Keep reading.
To love their husband To love their
your husband. Start right now. To love your husband, not to hate your husband. Not every time you have a disagreement, or you want to run out the door and go to Katrina house, and y'all over there drinking and know what I mean, conversating about, you know what I mean, your situation, gossiping, her telling you, oh girl, you need to leave him. You need to leave him. Listen. Learn how to love your husband. You have to realize sometimes you have to shut your damn mouth. If y'all get mad at each other, you get mad at him, fine. Don't leave the house. Just take your ass in the other room, lay your ass down somewhere. When you stop being mad, then y'all come back together. Feel what I'm saying? And y'all talk. We know a lot of things y'all not going to disagree. I mean, y'all not going to agree with. But this is what comes with being the authority. Your head. We have to teach y'all, whether y'all like it or not. We don't like when y'all be fussing and fighting and doing all this. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of us can't take that. But we have to do it in order to grow and to build. When we start learning each other, learning how to communicate, and learning how to be a family, that's when the walls and that house become stronger. We making the body stronger by following the example, by following the law, statutes, and commandments, by coming out of this world and stop listening to these damn Christian pastors that's not teaching you a goddamn thing about how to live your life like an Israelite. Keep reading.
to love their children.
To love your children. Loving your children is teaching them the right way. Loving your children is correcting them, raising them up. What is on Deuteronomy 6 and 7? Raise up a child in the way they should go. You know what I mean? Raise up your child. The same way you're being taught is the same way you raise up your child. The same exact way. That's why it says, verse 3 says, aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as become holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. You have to teach your children good things, righteous things, the way that you're supposed to. The Christian church is not teaching you a goddamn thing. Whether you want to hear it or not, you're going to always fail. You probably feel like you succeeding right now, like you have no problem. But listen, as a nation, we are failing. We have to come back to the Most High and learn how to do everything the proper way. He gave us instructions, and that's this Bible. That's how we need to get back and learn what we need to learn by following these instructions. This is our history book. Keep reading.
To be discreet, chaste, keepers at the home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemized.
Right. Trooper Quan, look up the word discreet. Trooper Gabar, look up the word chasten. Chaste. Yeah, it says to be discreet.
It's the like
Chastity.
the other one.
Go ahead.
Is it okay? I'm actually, I just left the house and I'm out with my girl. Is it okay? I leave early because I have something to do with her.
Come on.
I think, sir.
All right.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
All right. I'm gonna just look up the word discreet.
It's like you said, I
Super
already got
cool.
that word up.
You got it? Go ahead. What it says.
Oxford Dictionary. Discrete. Individually separate and distinct.
That's it on that?
Kind of my kind, sir.
Discreet. Careful or circumspect in one's speech or action, especially in order to avoid causing offense or to gain advantage. Being discreet, being careful. Have to be discreet. It's like someone that's like, okay, let me see. Let me get a good example. Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ. What's going on? Officer Connaught. What's good, priest? Discreet is like anytime I heard discreet, it's like you just have to like be low key. You gotta be low key. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want too many people to know about you or whatever. You know what I mean? You just can't be all out there. You gotta be discreet about things that you do. But not in this context. All right. Chasten. Now, okay, so when I hear now chasten, when I understood chasten, it's like um someone that's keeping they self, how to say it, not being so quick to give themselves away. You know what I mean? Let me see. Abstaining from extra material or from all sexual intercourse. Right. It's like you're holding yourself back. You know what I mean? Not so quick to give your box out the Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know what I mean? Your body should be just for just that one man. It's not for everybody. That's why the scripture says, that's why the Bible says, you know what I mean? That's why it is said sex is marriage. Because once you have sex with that man, that's your husband for life. So you can't be out there giving all your stuff out to everybody, knowing that eventually you're gonna want to settle down and get married. You know what I mean? You want to lock into one person. Can't be out there trying to give it out to everybody. You have to be chastened. You gotta abstain yourself from giving out your box. You was reading that Titus 2:3, or that was Trooper Gabar.
It's like you said, I was Trooper Gabar.
All right. You got that for him? Titus 2.
No, sir, I gotta get it.
All right. Titus 2, verse 5.
Sir, I got it.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 5. To be discreet,
Mm-hmm.
chaste,
Mm-hmm.
keepers at home.
Keepers at home. Feel what I'm saying? Don't be out there trying to party, go hang out with the girls. You know what I mean? Doing hot girl summer, knowing you have a husband at home, husband and kids, and you out there shaking your behind, wearing little dresses and booty shorts and tights, showing all your print and stuff like that, all your cleavage. You know what I mean? Be keepers at home. You know what I mean? What they call them, housewives. Be a housewife. If you're gonna go out with sisters that are housewives. Don't go out with more single women that that's out there trying to get buck wild. They want you to get buck wild too. Feel what I'm saying? Be keepers at home. Feel me? Like, don't be a homebody. Be the type of woman that, you know what I mean, you want to keep up with your house. Like, you just so happy to be home and not in the streets. Always want to be a damn alley cat. Be a keeper at home. Build up your house. You know what I mean? That's your duty. That's your opportunity to, you know what I mean, fix up the house as pretty as you want it to, decorate it, you know what I mean, arrange stuff. That's your place. That's your role. You know what I mean, do your thing. Keep reading.
Good.
Right?
Obedient to their own husbands.
Whoa, hold on. Say that again.
Obedient to their own husbands.
Say that again.
Obedient to their own husbands.
Obedience. Oh, women, oh Lord, have mercy. Listen, we done started something. Women don't like to hear that. Be obedient. Meaning you have to listen to what your husband told you to do. Be obedient. Look, I was talking to a sister one day. It was like a while back. You know what I mean? And we were talking about being submissive. You know what I mean? Listening to her husband or whatever. And she was like, I'm not for the. She when she heard obedience, the first thing that came to her mind is, I'm not a dog. He's not fit to treat me like a dog. You telling me to be obedient? You tell a dog to be obedient. What the scripture says? Say it again. Go ahead.
Obedient to their own husbands.
Be obedient to your own husband. Fall up under your husband and listen. Do what he told you to do. If he's telling you the right thing, if he's not telling you to break the law, follow what that man told you to do. Even if it come down to him telling you to scratch my back. Listen to that man scratch his goddamn back. He telling you that role. If he wants you to scratch his head, goddamn it, go scratch his head. If he say for a whole hour, damn it, do it for a whole damn hour. Be obedient to your husband. If he tell you go in the house and take that crap off, go in there, take it off. If he say burn it, you go outside with a lighter and some lighter fluid and you burn them damn clothes. and you start wearing something proper. Do what your husband told you to do. If he's not telling you to break the laws, you follow and you listen to what your husband say. Be obedient. He's not telling you anything wrong. If he say drop that damn pork chop sandwich, drop it. If he said don't celebrate birthdays, don't celebrate birthdays. If he say no more Christmas, damn it, you just gonna have to boo-hoo cry. He said it. No more. That's it. But it's for the kids. Nope, I don't want to hear it. No more Christmas. No more holidays. None of that. We're going to do everything the right way. And that's the way that the Lord wants us to do. Feel what I'm saying? Keep going.
That the word of God be not blasphemous.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemous. Blaspheme. Young men likewise exhort to be
No, stop right there.
sober-minded.
Stop right there.
Come on, sir.
All right, I'm going to look up the word. Right. So, this is the way that you carry yourself. This is a real God-fearing woman, and this is how you be a God-fearing woman. Not like how you thought in the world to be a God-fearing woman because you go to church, because you got your dress on with your church hat, one of them big hats that flop all the way on the goddamn side. Know what I mean? You paying tithes. You know what I mean? Doing what the pastor told you to do. This is not being a God-fearing woman. But what we brought out today is how you be a God-fearing woman. And that's my lesson for today. And with that, we are the ISUPK. Started off at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. I appreciate everybody joining the class. Trooper Quam, Trooper Gabar, everybody in the chat. I mean, the Autumn, the shop, the priest, Officer Canuck, Trooper Marshall, Princess. She just jumped in, no sweat. Hey, you in here though? I appreciate the support. Jess Art, Shalom sis. Princess Kawanaya. GDT. I think that's wrong, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's wrong. Young man Chance. Blaze Real. Yep, and with that, I say Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Brakatah to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema and Nathar Bashem, Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. Shalom.
Shalom, sir.
Shalom.